Hello everybody, welcome back to Michael's Musings. I am Michael A. Jacob, author of social sci-fi, a little bit of romance, and a touch of gore. I write fluid beings in an ocean of stars. These videos are discussions about my Blood Saga series. It is the third series that I write. I have videos for the other two. They're already up, Curve of Humanity and the core series. This one is bloody, sexy, angsty alien vampires because they're cool. It starts on Earth, ends on their homeworld, Salaxa. The premise is that an alien race crash lands on Earth in the mid-18th century, and they encounter our vampires. And they're just like, oh, isn't that cute? Not really. So they wipe out most of them, and they take over their covens. And at present day, they are like a dominant force in the world, like, you know, in trade and communications and commerce in general. So they've done well for themselves in 200 some years they've been here. This series has no life lessons whatsoever, unlike Curve of Humanity, but it is sort of a hot mess. Not as bad as Curve. You might question some of the character sanity, because morals and ethics. So these videos are short, sweet, to the point. As usual, not gonna dive too deep. So that way I avoid getting us all bogged down in too many details. I'm not going chapter by chapter like I did the last two, because this one's big. This is book 3 of the Blood Saga series. Just to give you an idea of the difference in size. Here's book 1. Yeah, I kind of overdid it a little. I overshot it a bit by, you know, a good 40,000 words or something like that. Anyway. So, going through the whole timeline of the story. And right now we are going through all the different covens that were taken over. We already did the first 4. We got 4 more to go. Even though there's 7 main ones in the book, there is an 8th, but I will talk about that one later. All those poor guys. Anyway, today we are going to talk about the Dakien Grieger. Sorry, excuse me, Coven. So Grieger Coven, based in Germany. It is ruled. Is taken over. Is now ruled by Dakien, one of the aliens who came here. So he goes by he's Count Alexei Grieger. The Grieger Corporation started out they were basically an organization of brutes, bunch of manhandlers back in the mid 1800s. That's what they did. They were basically, I guess you were kind of saying they were a gang, robbers, crooks, but they also, did some legitimate work, because, they had to mingle with society. This fits Utel's needs greatly. If you saw Utel Dakien, you would know. But he changed it to be one of innovation, in focusing on architecture. They are only rivaled by the Marchand clan. The Marchand Coven, if you will. So in present day, the Grieger Corporation, almost said Dakien, they're one of the top infrastructure companies in the world. Now, Utel Dakien, he's a big guy. So that's why I say he fits, his appearance, it strikes all in fear. So he fit in the Grieger, company, and all of their hoodlums and, whatnot. He's like 6'8". He's just all brawn and muscle. His suits always fit him too tight. If he was like, wait, his tailor, he just can't get the measurements right. What's going on here? It's actually, he likes it that way. It's kind of like an intimidation tactic to show him as being like larger than life. Like not even, tailor-made suits can fit his, his physique. Like I said, he's a big guy. So, the company motto, which is kind of he kind of took it from the Dakien clan itself, and most of the leaders, the current leaders, they did that. They took their motto from their home world and they kind of like attached it with the covens that they took over, and they combined the meanings because, of course, Grieger means something completely different than a Dakien clan and what they represent, but the company motto, which fits Grieger and Dakien greatly, is a good future may only be built through the brute force of creativity. Fitting, right? And Utel runs it with an iron fist. Now he does. Him and Shalel, they have a son together, but that was through the breeding lottery, which that's a whole other thing that I'm probably not going to get into much. It's kind of icky. But they all basically have mingled into one big family at this point after 200 years. And Shalel's a whole other. We're gonna get to Shalel later, but because she's something else. She's a little different than Eterina. Like Eterina, Jabro is the very tall, sexy blonde. Da da da. Well, Shalel has got more. Anyway, about the Dakien clan, their rank on Salaxa is kind of like in the middle. They never once reached the heights of the Jabro or the Strana, and they're fine with that. Unlike Utel, who flaunts his powers on Earth, back on Salaxa, him and his clan, they prefer to coast under the radar. And they also, on Salaxa they traded, in building materials. On occasion they would get commissions to build additions for homes. The homes on Salaxa, they build on top of each other, even though there's a whole bunch of empty spaces, empty land. They don't really know what to do with it because they haven't really went and checked out the terrain. It's weird. They just they like staying where they're at, and they just live on top of each other, and they'll just build up, and they'll make additions onto their homes, or they'll tear out apart, or it's just weird. Even the elite, they just kind of they have these posh, kind of apartment, lofts or whatever, and they just add on to them instead of building their own abode somewhere on the outskirts of the city. But oh well. And also the Dakiens, their stature, they're all built similarly. They're all tall, they're all strong, they're all intimidating. Basically they're not the type of people you want to step up and try. You just kind of see them walking down the street and cross it. Before you get too close. Just avoid them. Even though if they're smiling and they're nice, you can just say hello and whatnot, but keep going, keep it moving. They're, yeah, like I said, you tell is considered big, but he's not the biggest of his clan. So that's it. That's what I have for now for the Grieger Dakien Coven. If you like these and like short and not so sweet debates, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of these, because yeah, there are going to be more of these, please hit the subscribe and you'll get notifications that when the next one shows up. If you want to see any of my works, my other works, I have other works, you can go on to majacobauthor.com. I have the link below in the description. And if you want to buy direct from me, you can go to michaelajacob.com and go there. And I just uploaded the omnibus for Curve of Humanity, all 6 books in one big giant file. So you can check that out too. That's pretty much it. You can also find me on Patreon. I do have a Discord as well. I'm trying to learn how to use it more. So you can always drop in on that. I believe it's Michael AJ1, like the number 1 on Discord. I love discussions, obviously. I also love honest feedback. So feel free to make comments, ask questions. I'm always open to answer. And, engage. I only ask that you be respectful and don't spam, because that's not nice. And thank you for watching. And the next one will be, because I'm doing them in alphabetical order. After Grieger, Guillermo. We're getting to Shillel. Yes. And also the Marchands. I'll get in those 2. So I will see you at the next video. And may the universe grant all that you desire. Bye.